Hello and welcome to the 2022 Discraft Ledgestone Open. You are here watching the Disc Golf Pro Tour on JomezPro with me, Nate Sexton, Jeremy Koling, and Paul Ulibarri.
What's going on, everyone? I'm excited to be here. Paul's excited to be here. And we have something very exciting to announce.
Yes, we are doing it live. Next day live, the final round of the PDGA World Championships from Emporia, Kansas on September 4th at the Granada Theater.
We are going to have all sorts of special guests. We can't announce all of them, but we can announce that we are going to have a live DJ set from Starframe. It's going to be awesome.
Convenient. You can get your tickets at JomezPro nextdaylive.com.
And check out who we have here as our featured card first round. We've got the Bears, Ulibarri. Last year, not the greatest performance, but guess what? You're only going to go up. You've got a lot of experience here. This is a big week.
That was kind of jaded because we didn't play the final round, but I actually did play the final round.
Ah, yeah. And then we were all trying to make a comeback that last round and got canceled.
Yep.
But the last round cancellation really helped that last fella
Yeah,
who
did.
had a tie for the lead going to the last round with Ricky. So he's the co-champion of this event. Adam Hannes, obviously winner of the National Tour and Disc Golf Pro Tour events last year. And Alden Harris coming off of his first ever Tour Series win last week at Harmony Bends at the Mid-America Open. He's been a contender all season in several different events and really coming into his own this year. It's been great watching him play.
And look at that, even par 29th. If you want to know anything about how hard this place played last year, even par takes 29th.
Top 30 is always good at this course, at this event. I mean, we have two completely wildly contrasting courses here at Eureka and then in the woods at Northwood.
First
Black.
off the tee box, from Sholo, Arizona, Paul Ulibarri.
I had the goal probably 10 years ago, and I called a few people to ask, like, hey, what would it take to get this done? And he basically said, like, bro, it's a lot of work. It's a lot harder than you think. This last year, I got in contact with now the president of my foundation. His name is Chris Clark. And it was the first person who didn't just tell me, like, hey, that's the hardest thing you're ever going to try to do. Like, we're not going to be able to do it. A few months later, we had all the paperwork done. We had everything done, and then we launched it. So the Ulibarri Leadership Institute, don't get that confused with the foundation, is basically it's a website for my coaching. I feel like there's easy access to coaching in any sport out there. I mean, I've been, athlete my whole life, and anytime I wanted to get better at whatever it is, access to coaching, access to lessons is so available. And in disc golf, I feel like that is not a thing. My goal is to have kind of almost an academy or something to where you can look up this and this is coaching. This is the best of the best. This is where I want to go. Have the best teachers, have an actual curriculum that I can coach other coaches, and then they're able to use that same curriculum that has helped me, develop really great players across the country. And hopefully soon we're going to be to the point where, we have hundreds of coaches across the United States. Having the Institute really kind of leaked into the foundation idea of, through that process, through helping a lot of people, I was able to make a good amount of money with it. And every cent last year that I made from the Institute went straight into the website and then went into the donation of the National Collegiate Tournament. And the winners of that got, I think, $3,000 a piece or $4,000 a piece. That's when the foundation kind of got started, and I was like, all right, we need to give more of these kids opportunities to have like an easier life through disc golf. I want to help. That's where my passion is, I'm not taking this and I'm not gonna just do anything with it and focus on disc golf. Like, that would be so selfish. Like, I'm lucky to be in this position and I'm not going to do nothing with it. I'm trying to build the sport and leave it better than I found it. That's what's important to me, is to grow this game.
Tough first hole. Really intimidating. Going over the water, you get a little turn on this. Is it going to slow down before the out of bounds at the bottom? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Solid.
Next up, from Safety Harbor, Florida, the reigning Ledgestone co-champion, Calvin Heimburg.
There is a right to left wind here, so turning it over and getting it a little bit. See that little drift that he gets to the right-hand side? That's big time, because if he gets an initial lift, you see he's only clearing by 30 feet.
Wow.
That's probably the difference right there.
I thought that was going to be near the bottom of the hill.
Minocqua, Wisconsin, Adam Hedda.
This is going to be pushing that line. It's going to get over the hill.
Wow.
Yeah, he knew that was going to be close. That wind is certainly making it more difficult to clear the ridge.
From Woodstock, Georgia, Alden Harris.
Lot of turn on this.
This is going to need...
There's the
the
finish.
brakes.
There's the finish. Right,
Oh,
kind of in
it
the same
does.
neighborhood as Uli.
They actually protected the tent at the bottom of the hill with a little out-of-bounds area that's normally just all the road is out of bounds. But this year it's a little bit tighter at the bottom of the hill, but no player finding that out of bounds.
Pretty good. 20 feet, 25 feet. And Alden's going to have the putter up the hill. I saw Calvin's social media yesterday maybe, and as he throws a great shot, just saying something about how after last year final round was canceled and I'm looking for revenge. And I was thinking, co-champion guy, I mean,
Yeah.
how much revenge can you really get? But I guess, you could remove the co and just go for champion.
I've heard him talk about it before, and he really did not like being the co-champion of the. He didn't like the last round being canceled. He didn't like the feeling that left, and especially I think it probably made it a little bit harder that at the time, as Calvin throws this straight to the ground, at the time the round was postponed. He wasn't even in the lead.
Yeah, it was Kyle Klein, if I remember correctly. Ooh, and this, after just a phenomenal drive, you could see the wind blowing, but man, that's a bit of a mistake there. Unforced error from Calvin. Oh, no.
Splashdown USA.
Really?
No.
Oh,
I don't
my
put it out of bounds. I just airball. Jeez, Nate.
How bad do you think he
Scared
is,
me.
Nate? And that's a little scary putt, too, because you're protected by those bushes, and you don't know what the wind's doing right around the corner. I mean, that can lift or drop really quick. That wind seems to be a real factor right now.
Yeah, it was so windy. I could barely stand there when I was over that one.
Is it not nearly as windy as it looks? I mean, these
It
branches
didn't
are...
feel that. I just completely missed. Yeah, you see these guys making quick work out of it.
And the shirt's moving pretty briskly.
It was kind of a helping wind and left to right kind of crosswind. It wasn't like straight headwind or anything. It was definitely a manageable putt that I should have been able to make.
I'm surprised. I mean, I guess hole one can bite some people by not clearing over the berm. And then, the drop zone's daunting. And the putting green is scary, too. I mean, the hole can be played relatively easily, but, yeah, it can get you, too.
I wanted to mention something about the foundation. I kind of panicked when that was all done, and then I didn't get into it. So I'm going to do it on this preview. If you go to uli.foundation, you can do a $50 donation, and we're doing a big giveaway. Once we reach $10,000 in raise money, we're going to be giving a trip fully paid for somebody to head to Charlotte, have a day with me, free lesson, a round of disc golf, lunch, dinner, the whole thing. So go check that out. Let's give these kids a fighting chance, huh?
That's awesome, man. I'll probably be crashing that party.
I'm entering the giveaway.
Oh, Adam Hannes, he's entering the safe giveaway. He is kicked down to the right, and he is going to be in bounds, but not by a bunch. Got to keep this one low. A lot of low-driven forehands can find the water long, though. Alden Harris is he's feeling good this year, folks. It's been a pleasure watching him play, and he is definitely gaining confidence at every event, it seems.
And both of you guys going controlled mid-range, I think that's a confident guy's play, I feel like. Because you're not biting off all that much distance. You're just saying, you know what, I can get in position. I trust my game to get up and down, even though the green is treacherous. This is needing to move. It looks like it should stay. No.
Maybe a little.
Too
No.
overstable.
It was
overstable.
dancing, though. It was trying.
Yeah. Just started hyzering too soon. It needs to be flat for a good majority of that flight. No real play for the green from back there, so he plays safe and smartly done. See how aggressive Alden gets. This is looking fairly aggressive, maybe too aggressive.
Yeah, this is not going to put the brakes on in time. Short par putt coming up for Alden. Hopefully that disc will be easily retrieved. Very scary coming into this green with a backhand.
Yeah, you like this shape if you can do it. Needs to hurry up.
That is trying so close that
I think that was a friendly tree.
Yeah, I was
think
going to
it
say.
was
It was
pretty
it
friendly.
was on the edge. I wasn't quite sure how to call that one.
I could call it. It was going in the drink.
Yeah. Calvin with his approach with the Toro is going to be about 25 feet long for his par. So this card is looking at a bunch of pars at best right now, unless Paul makes a nice long putt.
Where's he going to mark that? Behind the tree, you think?
That or he's going to have to do one of those little tiptoe things.
I don't think there's even room for that. Not that it'll matter.
Good putt. Par for Alden.
Alden is the spinniest player I think I've ever seen
Yeah.
in the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Calvin also in for the par. Who would you put up there in contention with spinniest player?
Seppo is very spinny with like his upshots and stuff.
You're talking about throws and putts and just everything, or
yeah, just
mostly
like yeah.
Look
you
at
know,
him. He's doing it.
Sexton is so
like that.
interested.
Look
in
at this. Look at this. Big sledge with the flexibility. How about Martin Hendels? Very spinny.
Oh, great spinny guy. Yeah. Very spinny.
Michael Johansson, spinny.
I would say it's spinny. That putt just coming straight into the upper chest and just unfurling the hand open.
But man, did you guys see Adam on that putt? The way he kind of tiptoed his way in there?
He could have used that right leg to spin him around in a little pirouette.
I would have done a slow mez if I was editing. Here we are on 3. Adam is great at this.
Yeah, he is.
Powering up on the mid-range.
And that's 260 plays like 300.
Yeah.
And he's going with a very slow speed zone. That takes a lot of power to get it up the hill.
I don't see many players take the line, that forehand line.
Look at this though. He plays the hyzer
Wow.
little sneaky spinny guy line.
That's a Woodstock, Georgia shot if I've ever seen one.
He made me think about doing it, and then I remembered, oh wait, he just won last week. You missed cash by 43. We're not.
Let's go for the gap that we can see.
Yep.
Straight down the middle with a buzz for Paul, and this is turned over.
Sit.
And it's
Yes.
in bounds and actually looking at a birdie putt.
I'm always over there, I feel like, every year. Which is better than being over there.
At least
Yeah.
it doesn't kick left.
Exactly.
This approach definitely is not a gimme. I feel like that gap looks like it's pretty open, but man, it's pretty lengthy. I've seen you make this putt a lot this year.
If I don't hit the little
Yeah.
Did you like it out of the hand?
It was gonna be tough to make it because look at the baskets leaning left to right upward.
I did notice that when I played it.
And so that made me think like, all right, if you missed that, you probably weren't going in. It would have been left.
Adam tapping in the birdie. Alden doing the same. And looks like we'll have a couple of pars coming up here. Par starts for Calvin and Paul, and 2 under apiece for Adam and Alden. It's the start you want. You know you have some really tough holes coming up with 4, 5, and 6.
Looking at hole 4, really a good par 3. Tough par 3,
Totally.
great par 3. This one up the middle is the most common play here, and it's pretty flat right until you get to this point about halfway down the hole. Then it drops down pretty sharply. You got OB on the right, manageable rough on the left, I would say. Mostly people can get out of there unscathed if they do go into the rough, but this is just a nice birdie if you can pick it up. 423, most players go in mid-range because of the downhill.
And that's the way to get it. If you have that flip up down the middle play, that is a beautiful shot from Adam. It's not going to quite get all the way down the hill, but the line, I liked. The height, I liked. I guess he was just going maybe a putter? Or
Yeah,
it was
maybe.
very slow, yeah.
This is one of those holes where, 50 short can almost turn into a worst case scenario because it's a really tough putt to run. Alden, even where he is there, I think he's very likely to be able to make the save, sliding something up, not even thinking about going for it.
Right.
Adam has an opportunity to make a highlight reel shot, but also things can get kind of bad. This is getting drifty on you. Ew. Oh,
The
no.
way it hits the concrete, man.
That was a
Asphalt.
product of, I saw that left gap and I'm like, okay, be smooth. And then last moment, I remembered that I was short the last time I threw it, so then I juiced it,
Yeah.
but the positioning wasn't right. So that was a deserved out of bounds stroke.
Calvin getting sneaky down the side. And he's going to have a C2 look, a little closer than Adam potentially.
Look at the spinny guy.
That's getting overstable at the end. He's going to have to work a little bit.
Yeah. You can't really go after those trees, though, on the left. You got to kind of dump it in there.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like.
Sure. I like this, what you're doing. Just slide it up to the base. Fans liked it too.
Yeah, they were.
Does not want any of it. And who could blame him? Going downhill, looking at the OB, 60 feet, smart layup. Ooh. Oh, that hit some basket?
Yeah.
That was almost the coolest bank shot we've ever had on Jomez.
Wow.
Wow, that was just so close. Alden, what a save.
Good hit.
I feel like Alden's kind of like a jiu-jitsu master, you know? He's
Yeah,
like
that's-
calm, but he
The
wears
headband.
the
I mean, the headband and the long hair does a lot of that
and
for
then
him,
he's
I
super
think.
spinny,
Yeah.
so you just never know if he could just be super
jiu-jitsu.
fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he could
Yeah,
be he
yeah.
could be in a like a karate movie and be like the kid who just
Easily.
yeah, exactly. You know, Nate gets it.
Yeah, I'll need some time.
You want something I don't really get? This hole right here. This is a tough pickup to get that birdie. 476 feet over the ball field. And as if clearing the ball field wasn't enough, as soon as you do that, get the brakes on the disc quick, because if it flips over, you're going OB long. The drop zone is a bit brutal.
This was a kind of a strange play to me because Adam, the whole time walking up to this hole, says, I'm laying up, I'm laying up, I'm laying up, I'm laying up. But then he just like rips it
Yeah.
like pin high, kind of like not, it's a layup, yes,
Yeah.
but it was like a rip.
That's kind of the layup I try to do. I don't know. I think that the wide one, this is even a little wider than I normally do. For Adam, it might be a little harder because he throws so much harder, but I guess he can kind of modulate that with the height to go way up high. But yeah, this one's tough no matter how you slice it, I feel like. This ought to be a guy going for the pin, but this is gone.
Yeah, that's too far.
With that little flip, there's no way it's in bounds.
I like that you guys think that that's a layup, but let me show you what a real layup looks like. Okay, this is a guy. This is a guy who's scared of everything, and he's gonna lay it up.
I need to learn this play.
Look how wide. See how you go wide around?
Yeah.
What does that leave you in for the approach?
No, 270.
270. Okay.
250.
But you can see it.
220.
The
Yep.
main thing is you really do want to be able to see it. The drop zone, you cannot see the pin. You can see the top of it, but you can't see the base, so it plays tricks on that depth perception.
Yeah, but see, if you lay it up, you don't have to worry about the drop zone.
Yeah, no, this is a tough blind hyzer. Calvin has done well to put himself pin high.
Yeah, that's nice. From 350 back, but I do have to say we need to sound the official slow start alarm for a co-champion to be looking at over par through 5. Calvin is in a little bit of trouble. It's obviously early, but that's not the pace you're looking for if you're looking to defend this title.
A bit of a slow start for a player who's finished third place in this event, Paul, as well. And also, if I may add, winner of the 2020 Northwood Knockdown over myself and Andrew Marweed.
It's true. That was a big day. 40-footer on the last hole to take you down, I remember.
Statmando sends me a bunch of stats, and they actually included that in there, and I just started laughing a minute ago when I read that.
Why didn't you guys invite me to the knockdown?
You didn't want that.
You didn't want that, dude. Impossible to beat Paul in those little one-day C tiers. He's got 100 career wins, and 94 of them are one-day C tiers.
They have a nickname for me that I cannot say.
Oh, boy. I really want to know what it is now. And I'm sure our audience does as well, but you'll just have to guess.
Yep.
But I do look forward to seeing your guesses in the comments.
And no, Paul will tell us in between the front nine and back nine.
Yes, I will.
Adam Hammes, he is a player who had a struggling start. His average finish was 47 in the first 6 events of the Elite Series and Majors.
Wow.
But he's trending up. He's got 4 top 10s in the last 6. So
really good.
Really starting to head in the right direction at the right time of year. And if you want to head in the right direction, you want to do it going into this hole right here, the hardest hole on the course, hole 6, par 4, 885 feet. This used to play as a par 5, and it was actually easier when we played it as a par 5 with the out of bounds. They've tightened the right side out of bounds. This hole requires a layup shot like that, and then you got to make a decision. I mean, from where Adam's at right there, he's looking at probably 470 to the pin.
Yeah, it could be that far. A little more aggressive here, swinging it out wide. Spotter looks interested. That's a bad sign.
Yeah,
You do not want that spotter taking steps and starting to think, oh, this is going to be close. He hangs that out right. That's out of bounds, and I think he's going to have to lay up.
That shot that Alden just threw was no question inbounds last year.
This needs to sit.
And that had a lot of heat.
Oh, no, don't do this to us. Right hand, right hand, right hand. Yeah. Not a good shot, but it's in.
It was a massive skip, actually.
It was.
Calvin, that is juiced up. He is definitely not playing for the par with a tee shot like that.
I mean, look at these, how these are reacting.
No.
There's no skip, you know.
That is brutal.
Yeah.
That looked to be a really good throw, and now he's going to be out of bounds, and he cleared quite a bit of the OB before he nestled there. Wow.
This is bizarre because you're throwing right over cars and stuff. It's like that's a really tough shot.
Yeah, and
Those
that barely
cars weren't-
cleared.
Those cars weren't there when we played earlier. I don't think they
No,
were.
it was overflow parking.
Yeah, so that changes the hole. I mean,
It
you can't
definitely
see
does.
the pin. That's a change in the course, I feel like. It's a tough thing to deal with for some of the later cards.
That's interesting to think about. I hadn't
They do
thought
have
about that yet.
ropes right there. I mean, and if you're going anywhere near those cars.
Yeah,
it's
but just the
really
sight
good.
line is important, though, don't you think?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Not so much.
I don't think anybody's going for the pin from over there. So your
Yeah.
sight's where they're throwing.
Yeah,
But
now
I
they can see the
100% agree. Yeah, it changed.
And you're thinking, how do I just get it in the fairway 350 up the gut now, or what?
Yep.
Oh, is this sitting?
Just quit
You're
bickering about my
scaring me.
about
You are
my
scaring
shot.
me, Paul.
See how that didn't skip? My last one took a massive skip. I understand. That one was fine though.
You are scaring me, and I'm trying to keep my voice steady here, but you were scaring me. Perfect shot from Adam. Wow.
No doubt whatsoever.
Never a doubt. He just throws it right up the middle. Big distance.
Alden needs to get this up and down for the bogey.
See, he just goes putter from there and then lands it so soft. Like
Yeah.
to watch him play right next to me and then having like similar shots in, and then I'm just going like most overstable.
Let me put some flex on this.
Yeah, like as wide as I can. No ground play, please.
Yeah.
Like his is all like,
There's no guessing game.
yeah, it's just like gonna land there. Everything's good.
Well, that'll be a par for you coming up, which feels like a birdie in many ways on this hole.
This has been considered a par 5 in the past, so
4.87 average, really taking some big numbers. We saw multiple double-digit scores, and I'm not going to go into names. If you want to know them, go to UDISC. But it's it took some good golfers down today.
Number one handicap.
Oh yeah, number one, and the hole that we just played before was number 2. I mean, you're going through a really tough section here, and really hole 7 couldn't come any sooner.
are you laying both those up, Nate? The last one and this one?
Attempting to.
Yes. Did it work? No. 3 over for the guy in the middle here today on those holes, but I was trying to lay them up. I really was.
There's a good putt right there for bogey.
Yeah, edge of circle for Bogue, not what you're looking for, especially when you're still looking for your first birdie of the round. Calvin, +2 to start. It's going to require some dig deepness. All things considered, a couple bogeys and a couple pars here on hole 6, not that bad. It's time to start seeing some green on the scorecard. What do you say?
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's like one of those things. Hole 7, par 3, 275 feet. Out of bounds all on the left-hand side. I wonder why. And just as straight as you can do it. If you can just straight away.
You all right, man?
There's a river over there, man.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that is a good break for.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is Adam's sacred zone.
Yeah.
And to throw it in this hole, you really have to say, don't go left. And sometimes when you say that to yourself,
And now you're saying do go left in a hurry.
Yeah.
Road skipper.
I always like the road skip here because
Yeah.
boing. It just, in my head, that's the sound it makes, even though it definitely doesn't make that sound.
I don't want to lose my good discs.
Sure.
If UNOB left hitting off that road, I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I wonder if he's going to go spinny spinner. Yep. God, that's good.
Yeah, that's a pretty stock Alden Harris shot right now, the way that he's throwing that putter. Calvin had this disc made for him specifically for shots like this. I mean, he really likes to throw a lot of power flat, even Anheuser on the release with those slow speed putters.
I feel like he's gotten some wear on that one. That flipped up more than I've
Yeah.
ever seen one flip up.
Yeah, when it came out flat at the tree on the left side of the fairway, I was thinking, oh, that's going to be a nice little hyzer, and it just really continued straight. After hitting the initial Guardian tree, Alden
Ooh, yeah.
gets that one to go in on the right side. Get that bounce back percentage up to 100% right now. And Yuli's on the board with his first birdie. Calvin looking to do the same here on 7th to get to 1 over. Hi there. That was a little sketchy on the cleanup putt, but he'll take it.
I believe Paige and I will do whatever it takes. We have 5 world titles, but that's not where we want to settle. We don't want to settle with 5. We want more. We would practice 24 hours a day if that's what it meant to win the world championship. You know, we're willing to do that. We're willing to sacrifice so much because we've already sacrificed so much, you know, to get the 5th. But we'll sacrifice more to get the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th. We have that same mindset, and we're just going to continue to push and push and push and push.
Hole 8, par 4, 793 feet. Newly this year, you can lay up short of the creek. You used to be forced into going across in one. Now you could go short if you wanted to. Big hyzer in play. Through the gap is in play. That whole creek area is out of bounds and takes you to the drop zone with a penalty. Then up here, obviously OB on the left. Also some pond OB on the right.
Oh, gotta love that one out of the hand.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt about it. That's gonna leave 310?
330.
330. I almost said that too. That's a good distance going into this pin. So tricky on that green.
Ooh, got away from him.
Sometimes you can get a little lucky through there. This time he doesn't, but I've seen a lot of people just kind of go straight through those.
Yes, that did not come through.
Sendies.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Dang.
That is perfect flexecution. Perfect anhyzer angle, perfect hyzer angle, just straight bomb.
Wow.
And that's going to be like 260, 270.
That sounds about right.
Maybe less.
Oh, boy.
I think he got it.
Wow. Using every bit of the fairway there is Adam.
Really wide. I don't know that that's a good thing.
This is going to be a really tough angle for Alden. He's either going to have to go around the woods and try to see what he can get or challenge those trees to try to save the bogey. He's in a bad spot. This is looking really nice for Adam.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful shot. That is a very scary approach.
Little bit of flip, lot of flip at the end. Not bad though. C1?
2.
C2.
Right there. Is it right by that log?
Mm-hmm.
I was right there too.
I think so.
Pretty swampy.
Yeah, a little swamp. It's kind of the miss you got to do. Like me and Calvin were talking about it, and you want to miss. If you miss, you want to miss deep right because they've kind of cleared it out back there.
Yeah. I was also there. Good area for us.
Look at Alden.
Nice. Sneaky. Over the OB pond.
He'll throw some forehands from time to time, but it's a rare sight to see.
Tough putt to run with the OB lurking right behind.
So Alden will be edge of circle for the bogey. This drop zone is so brutal.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Way more roll than you'd like. Or, I mean, you don't want any roll, but my goodness, that just kept going. This is for double.
Good old Deblina Bogart.
Ouch.
She can sing well, but I hate listening to that song that she keeps singing. It's just ringing in my ears.
How does that go again?
I can't sing very well. I wouldn't do it justice, but it's
Okay, yeah.
she's a beautiful voice. Deblina Bogart.
That's a nice little birdie putt there from Adam, if you ask me.
Yeah, and here's a even littler one.
This has got to be ranked in the top 5 hardest.
Oh, you would be wrong. 6th. But that, I mean, we're talking about one of the most difficult
Yeah.
Birdies.
courses. I mean,
Birdies to get on. I feel like this.
Yeah, it's a
this
tough
one, as
one.
far as a birdie.
Yeah.
Gotta be up there.
You make your
30.
C2 putt?
I did essentially what Paul did. It's like I was in the swamp and I couldn't even jump, so I just kind of tossed it up.
Cage Brothers.
Cage Brothers,
Yeah,
nice.
dude.
All right, all right.
Yeah. Hey, we didn't go in the drink.
They don't pay us to talk about, or they don't pay us to be good at disc golf. Let me just say that. Jomez pays us to talk about disc golf.
That's true. Hole 9, par 3, island hole through the bridge, the one that all the Instagram fanatics are going wild over. Let's see what Calvin can do.
Hashtag trending.
Hashtag beautiful.
He's kind of trending right now. He's
He
back
is.
to even par, and he's about to be less than.
Wow, beautiful shot.
Would you say less than that or more than that? How?
Well, I don't. He's going under.
He's going under. But that sounds bad too.
Ooh, wide. Does it swing?
No chance. Not enough.
That will be a drop zone at the end of the bridge.
You guys are really starting off the back left of that tee pad,
This
opening up
looks
the hyzer.
Really safe.
Are you trying?
Are you nervous again?
No.
Why do I hear like that's
I just
nerve?
said really safe.
Yeah.
Really
Why don't I
ballsy here. Out wide and just sticks it perfect.
This is a pretty stock forehand approach for Adam. Zone hyzer, leaving this one a little wider than he wants there for that bogey putt coming up. Edge of circle. So Adam will be losing one stroke and hopefully only one. Gave that one a nice layup. I didn't want to call it a bid.
Why? It was a bid.
Ooh,
So his is a bid?
That one was a bid. That one was a little more biddy.
but it's also a double bogey.
A double biddy.
Deblina. Beautiful voice.
Beautiful
Man.
voice. Horrible song. I really wish they changed the lyrics.
Come on now. Great birdie from Calvin.
Just like that. Under par. Trending upwards. It's going to end the front nine, and we've got triples. Oh, no triples, just double bogeys. Nothing, no triple Bogarts. But we got some good scores, too. Gannonburr, and I'm sorry, who? I do not recognize the name.
I don't either.
But 5 under in the front nine at Eureka.
Wow.
That deserves a word. Eureka.
Pete. Probably Pete. Stop.
Paul Stamen. I will
Incredible.
look it up. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Patrick.
We got to get the research
Stamen.
department. Who is this guy? That
looking
is
it
a
up.
hot score.
Yeah, it really is.
Wow. All right. Well, maybe we're going to see him tomorrow playing like that. Thank you guys to the Founders Club, especially for supporting our coverage. We're having a blast out here at the Ledgestone Open like we always do. We got tough courses. We're going to be back with that back nine where it just kind of keeps getting windier.
Hit that bell.